What's up, YouTube? So today's topic, I'm going to talk about soul connections, soul ties, twin flames, karmic soulmates, and deep soul connections and soul ties. So let's get to it. The reason why I'm making this video is because I've noticed a lot of people are talking about this subject and it's becoming more mainstream, but yet a lot of people don't really know or understand what's going on. And I feel like I'm the right person to talk about this because, one, I've experienced these types of connections since 2017, and I've experienced these types of intense connections with at least 5 or more different people. I think 5 different people I've experienced this with. And also, I actually made videos about twin flames and soulmates in the past throughout my YouTube channel, but of course not too many people know about it because unfortunately my YouTube channel is banned and it's been hidden due to the YouTube algorithm, to where it prevents my YouTube channel to be very well known. So that means not too many people are really coming across my videos, so they don't know what's going on when it comes to spiritual topics. But yet it's kind of pissed me off. It's kind of frustrating to where you have mainstream YouTubers who are talking nothing but bullshit. They tend to get like they have over 100,000 subscribers, so many like millions of views, and they're very like popular and well known, and their YouTube algorithms out there for a lot of people to know. But these are the same people who really don't know what's going on when it comes to what they're experiencing spiritually. So this is why I'm gonna make this video. So are soul connections, twin flames, karmic soulmates, soul ties a real thing? Yes, it is a real thing. It is a real phenomenon that's been going on over the past 10 years. The purpose of it, basically, I'm just gonna get to the point. I'm not gonna make it too complicated. Basically, what a soulmate or like a soul connection is, or a soul tie, it's basically you meet someone and you two have a lot of past lives history together throughout past reincarnations, and or you two sign a soul contract prior to reincarnating for you two to learn deep life lessons through each other. This is why it's so intense. There's a lot of trauma. It's kind of similar to trauma bonding, and you tend to learn the most out of that person when you connect with that person. And yes, you can feel this person's energy, you can feel their emotions. It doesn't matter how far you live away from them, it doesn't matter how far a distance you are from them, you are going to feel this person's energy, you are going to feel this person's emotions, you are going to feel their presence near you, like they're next to you, but they could be living in a whole different country or whole different states away from you. Basically, the reason why is because, like I said, because you two are meant to learn a lot of life and spiritual lessons through one another, and you two are also meant to heal a lot of trauma through one another. So it kind of is like trauma bonding. With different soul connections, it comes out in different ways. So people can meet someone, and it doesn't have to be a good person. Like, this person could be very bad for you. You two could be polar opposites. So like, you could be very empathetic. You could be a very giving person, and you could be like a people pleaser. But the person you're connected to could be the opposite. So that person could be very narcissistic, very emotionally closed off, and very two-faced. So that just because you connected with someone and you two have a soul tie and a spiritual connection doesn't mean that you two or it doesn't mean that the person you're connected to is a good person. Basically, when it comes to twin flames, when it comes to karmic soulmates, when it comes to soul ties, yes, there's different meanings between each of them, but basically what they all have in common is that they're meant to come to your life to learn very intense spiritual and life lessons in regards to your trauma, so you can heal from it. They're like a shadow mirror to yourself. They're like a mirror for you to do shadow work, to work on the things you need to work on. So for example, if you have abandonment issues, if you have rejection issues, that person that you're connected to where you can't get them off your mind, you feel their energy, you feel their emotions, no matter how far you're away from them, and how much you want nothing to do with them, but you can't get them off your mind. That person's meant to trigger you so you can face your trauma. So this person's gonna do things to trigger you. So if you fear abandonment or rejection, that person's gonna do things to really trigger you and to show you your deepest fears, basically. And the sole purpose of it is for you to acknowledge it so you can heal from it, just so you can ascend and improve your life, basically. And then after you do that, you meet another soulmate, and then another cycle repeats itself, just so you can heal more trauma. So each person gets more and more intense. It is tricky. Some people refer to it as twin flames. Some people call it karmic soulmates. Some people call it the narcissist versus the empath. Some people call it a trauma bond. So there's so much meanings and words and definitions for it. So it can get very complicated because there's so much information out there. But I don't want to go into detail about each term for it. But basically, I'm talking about what they all have in common and what they're all meant to do, regardless of the label, regardless of the name for it. Because at the end of the day, yes, there's different terms, they have different meanings, like twin flames, karmic soulmates, and life partners, and regular soulmates. But what they all have in common is for you to learn your lessons through trauma, and they're a big mirror to you. But if you want an overview of what each term means, basically a twin flame is meant to come into your life to show you all the trauma you have and all the things you need to work on. So when you're having a connection with that person, it's the most intense compared to all the soulmates you've ever experienced. This person is your shadow mirror, and this person will do things to trigger the fuck out of you. And you and your twin flame and you tend to like have an on and off relationship, to where there's a lot of ups and downs, there's a lot of breakups, there's a lot of makeups, there's a lot of separations, there's a lot of fights, there's a lot of arguments. But at the same time, the love is very intense, and there's a very strong, intense sexual attraction. But you two are not meant to be together. And that because it's too intense, and you two are not meant to be together. The purpose of it is for you two to heal your trauma. That's what a twin flame is. What a soulmate is, what a karmic soulmate means. A karmic soulmate means a person where you two are not meant to be together, kind of like a twin flame, except a karmic soulmate is toxic. A twin flame is not necessarily toxic for you. Like this, the twin flame can genuinely love you, but because they have so much trauma, and because you have so much trauma, because you two trigger each other so much, you two are just not meant. You two just can't work well together. So that's what a twin flame is. I mean, basically, y'all two both have good intentions, but you two have so much trauma, and you two trigger each other, so you two can't be together. So that's what a twin flame is. A karmic soulmate is someone, basically, like I said, it's kind of tricky. It's kind of like a twin flame, but you two are like, a karmic soulmate is basically someone who's refusing to do the healing work, who's refusing to acknowledge the wrongdoing, refusing to take accountability. And they're stuck in their ways, and they have a lot of bad habits. That's what a karmic soulmate is. And that person, what a karmic soulmate is meant to teach you, is for you to love yourself, to have unconditional love for yourself, and to be willing to get away and to walk away from someone who's not treating you right, despite how much love you have for them. That's what a karmic soulmate is. What a life partner is basically someone you're meant to be with long term throughout your life, and you two have it's not as intense compared to a twin flame and a karmic soulmate, but you two are very cordial, you two are very like compatible, you two are meant to have like a life spiritual mission together for a long time without any bullshit, pretty much. That's what a life partner is. You tend to see life partners when people are married, but yet they like each other, but it's not intense, but they're still married because they have very similar goals and life paths. So they're willing to tolerate each other for a long time. That's what a life partner is. Now, what a soulmate is, a regular soulmate is someone so a soulmate could have two definitions. A soulmate could have a friendship definition, and a soulmate could also have a romantic definition. So I'm gonna talk about the romantic definition. So there's different types of soulmates. Like I said, there's karmic soulmates, there's twin flames, and there's life partner. All of them are soulmates. But what a regular loving soulmate is someone where you two have attraction for one another, you two have deep love for each other, but it's not intense like a twin flame. You two do not trigger each other. You two are very compatible, and even if you and your soulmate do trigger each other, you two are willing to work it out and to not hurt each other, because you two are on the same wavelength. This person has done the healing work, you have done the healing work, you two are on the same wavelength, basically. What makes different to you and your soulmate compared to a karmic soulmate and a twin flame and a life partner is that all of them are in different wavelengths. But with you and your soulmate, you two are on the same wavelength. So you two understand each other, you two get each other, you feel like you know this person your whole life, and that's what a soulmate is. And soulmates, yes, it is intense, but not compared to a twin flame, and it's not toxic, but this is a good kind of intense. It's like a good kind of attraction, basically. That's what a soulmate is. It's kind of like a life partner, but it's more intense, basically. But like I said, it's more intense compared to a life partner, but it's also less toxic, like a twin flame and a karmic soulmate, because you two actually work well together. Now that could come in a romantic setting, and that could come in a friendship setting. In a friendship means where you meet someone and you two just gel well together. You two like you get along very well. You two understand each other, and this person just makes sense to you. There's less fights, and even you and your friend soulmate do have disagreements or arguments. It's not intense. You two are not trying to hurt each other, and it's not that deep or anything like that. Like, you two have respect for one another, and it's easy for you two to be friends with one another. So that's what a friendship soulmate is, basically. And you are not afraid to act like yourself. You feel very comfortable with that person. You feel comfortable and safe with that person. That's what a soulmate is. A soulmate could be like a friend. It could be anyone. It could be your teacher. It could be your coworker. It could be anyone. But yeah, now. But what every soulmate have in common when it comes to romantic connections, so what I talked about just now is the basic terminology of it. And there are other YouTube videos that talk about that. I'm not the only YouTube video that talks about it. There's other YouTubers who know how to break it down. You just got to find them. Another person that talks about soulmates that knows how to break it down is New Mindframe. New Mindframe made a video talking about karmic soulmates, twin flames, and regular soulmates and life partners. She broke it down very well. So you should check out her channel. It's NUMINDFRAME, New Mindframe. And just scroll down through her videos, and then she talks about it. I think it's New Mindframe Tarot. She has two channels. One is New Mindframe, and the second one is New Mindframe Tarot. So I think it's New Mindframe Tarot. So check that out if you want to know more about it. I basically got the information from her. So shout out to New Mindframe. But basically, a little overview of a soulmate. Despite all the terminology and the new age things, basically a soulmate is someone who comes into your life where you two have a deep, strong bond with one another, and you two are meant to learn valuable life lessons through each other, whether it be through trauma, whether it be through to better yourself and to ascend, to have a better life for yourself. And now when it comes to soul ties, when it comes to energetic ties, it's a very real thing. A soul tie means that where you meet someone, you two have a strong connection, and no matter how far you two are separate from one another, no matter how far you're away from that person, you're still gonna feel this person's energy, you're still gonna feel their emotions, and it's like this person right next to you, to where when it comes to your physical symptoms, the physical symptoms and signs is that you can't get them off your mind, or you feel like you're going crazy. You experience heart palpitations, fast heartbeats. What else? Heart pains, chest pains. You're gonna cry a lot. You're gonna grieve a lot, and you're gonna have an ego death through that person. The reason why you have a soul tie is because that person is meant to have a soul tie with you. And that person's stuck in your mind 24/7 because this person is meant to trigger you. This person is meant to break your ego so you can do the healing work. People call it trauma bond. People call it a toxic connection, but that's what it is, basically. The reason why you can't get this person off your mind, the reason why you feel the energy, is because you're meant to grieve, and you're meant to do the healing work, and you're meant to do shadow work through that person to heal all of your past life trauma, this lifetime's trauma, and the things that's causing your life to be painful, so. And you don't have to experience one person. You can actually experience these types of cycles with multiple people, and once you complete the cycle, then you no longer feel this person's energy, and you're no longer obsessed with that person. So that's kind of like God or the universe kind of interfering with your free will like that, because I know this to be a fact because I've experienced this with at least 5 different people, to where I could be driving to a different state and I can't get them off my mind. I've been experiencing a lot of heart pains, a lot of chest pains, a lot of physical body pains, while I can't get this person off my mind. So it's a real thing. So it's a very real thing. It's very painful. And what I mean by chest or heart pains, in the spiritual community, they call it heart chakra activations. A heart chakra activations basically means where, like, if you have a blocked heart chakra, that means it's hard for you to love. It's hard for you to receive love. It's hard for you to tap into your feminine energy. It's hard for you to connect with people. It's hard for you to connect with God or your higher self. It's hard for you to have a strong intuition because your heart chakra is blocked. So when you connect with someone to where you can't get them off your mind, where you feel their energy, they're gonna activate your heart chakra. So that's the symptoms of that, is that you're gonna feel a lot of heart and chest pains, basically. So that's what it is, basically. It's very painful. It's so painful to where you're gonna cry, you're gonna grieve, and you're gonna, to where you might collapse on the floor. It's not a heart attack. Is nothing medical related. It's very spiritual. It's a very real thing. Because there are times where I gotten checked up on a doctor's, and they said I have no issues of heart pains. So it was very spiritual, to where I feel chest pains at certain times of the night, certain times of the day. But when it comes to 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I don't feel no pain anymore, and I'm good. And you can experience these symptoms with different people. Now, what else? And it doesn't have to. So the physical symptoms that you have a soul tie is that, 1, you can't get this person off your mind. 2, you experience a lot of heart, chest area pains. 3, you also feel a lot of sexual energy out of nowhere. That's actually very rare. Some people say, I've heard, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but some people say that you can actually feel them having sex with other people, or you can feel them thinking sexually about you. I personally believe in both, because I personally feel like I've experienced both. I'm not gonna get too much into detail about it, but there are times where I've experienced random sexual energies to where I felt like I was having sex with the person I couldn't get off my mind without physically having sex. Like, I was, people say, like, both of your higher selves are connecting to each other. Some people say both of your astral bodies are making love to one another, or this person's thinking about you sexually. So, or your sacral chakra is activating. Your sacral chakra, basically, when it activates, that's when you feel a lot of sexual energy around your genitals, pretty much. I've experienced all this shit. It's a real thing. But yeah, and it's very intense too. It's very, very intense, very fucking intense. And like I said, you get experiences with multiple people. Another symptom, you see their name everywhere, and you see a lot of repeated numbers. You can also see, like, if they drive a certain car, you may see, like, the cars that they drive everywhere, or you're gonna just constantly see things that remind you of them, whether it be the car they drive, their name, their birth date, the clothes they wear, or even people that look like them. It gets that deep. There are times where, like, I couldn't get this person off my mind, despite me trying. I was feeling this person's energy, and there are times where, like, I'll go out in public and I'll see so many people that look like that person that I couldn't get my mind off of it. It was very fucking trippy. I've also experienced seeing the same car everywhere I go. Whenever I go out in public, if I'm driving or walking or going outside, I always see these persons that I couldn't get off my mind. I always see their fucking car everywhere I go. Like, I'll see the same car parked next to mine. I see it while I'm driving. I see it when I'm walking, everywhere. it could get that detailed. Everything's spiritual. So basically those are the signs. And how I go about it, I view it as like you kind of don't have free will, because it's a soul contract and you're meant to go through a karmic cycle with that person. And once that karmic cycle is completed, it could take it could take a long time too. It could take like a year, 2 years, 3 years. It could take months. It's a long process. And then once that soul contract, once that karmic cycle is completed, once you're able to learn the lessons you need to learn, and even if you learn the lessons, you still got to experience the pain and the agony and the grief from connecting with that person. So once God or the universe decides that that soul contract is completed, that karmic cycle is completed, then you move on to another person eventually. But it doesn't happen fast. You'll probably meet another person like that probably the next 1 year, 2 years, etc. Those are called karmic cycles. So that's basically it. I will make this longer, but I'll probably make a part 2, but I'm kind of in a rush. But that's all I gotta say. Have a good one. Peace.